In this section we'll look at charts within Excel. So in this case I've just got a simple little table of data here, and I'll just go and click within it. If I want to insert a chart, I just go to Insert, and within the Chart section here there's various sort of options I've got. This is probably the most common one here, so you can insert a column or bar chart. So if I click on the down arrow here, if I just move the mouse pointer over this, you can see that's like a very basic column chart there. If I go down here, I've got a kind of 3D effect. Over here, if I move down to this, you can have a two-dimensional bar chart, or if I move down, you can have a three-dimensional bar chart. And you can use other options here for more complicated sets of data, but generally you use that one, that one, that one, or that one. So maybe this one here, or that one there, or possibly that one there. Let's go for that one. So there we are, we've inserted a simple column chart in 3D. There are other options. So for instance, if I click within this data here and then go to Insert, if we look at what else we've got line charts here. So if you want to insert a line chart or an area chart, click on the down arrow here and then just move down. So it's a very simple line chart there. Or if you want, you can have like a 3D version of it, or you can have a 2D area chart or a 3D area chart. So probably that one, where are we there? That would probably be the most commonly used one. You can also have things like pie charts. So again, I'll click within the data here. I'll go to Insert, and within the chart section here, I'll go and click on where it says Insert a pie chart or a donut chart. So you can go for something like that. Or if you want, you can move the mouse down to get a 3D effect. So there we are, we've got a 3D pie chart for this data here. Now I'll just click outside the chart to deselect it. Anytime you want to delete a chart, remember you just click so that it's surrounded by these handles here, one halfway along and one in each corner. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different handles. When you see it selected by 8 handles, if you want to delete it, just press the delete key, and there you are, it's gone. Now if you want to resize a chart, the usual graphics rules apply. You just go to a corner here and sort of resize it. So you drag it into the center to make it smaller, drag it out to make it bigger. Now once you've got a chart, in this case a 3D pie chart, if you click on it, you'll see there's various elements. So this is the title here, it just says number of sales and uses the abbreviation which is taken from here. Anytime you want to edit this, you can just, let me just deselect it. If I wanted to edit just this title, I could click within this and change that to the word number. So I'd make sure that the title was selected by these little handles here. Go in and change it to NUMBER rather than the abbreviation. Click outside and there you are, that's now been changed. Now once you've created the chart, you can do endless customization to it. If I just click on the chart here and then right click and go to where it says Format Data Series, over here there's all sorts of things I can change. So you notice you've got these different tabs here. So if I click on where it says Fill and Line, from there I can maybe change the color. At the moment it's blue. Click on the down arrow, let's say I want a red color, click on a red color, there you go. And if you look down here, there's all sorts of things you can change. You can change the width, the spacing, the colors. You can change the colors of individual bars, but just by selecting an individual bar and formatting that, or an individual column and formatting that. Things like the title and the legends and the axes and things like that can all be customized any which way you want. So if I click here, notice over here it talks about Format Chart Title. If I click over here, that changes to Format Axis. So this is the vertical axis here. So you could add colors to that, you could change it, so it looks radically different. You've got these other tabs here, so you can change other things, add other effects. If you click on where it says Access Options, for instance, you could have, instead of going up from 0, 10, 20, etc., you could say let's go up in increments of 20 at a time by doing that. And I'll just confirm that. So now instead of 0, 10, 20, etc., now it goes 0, 20, 40, 60, 80. So if you have a look down here, as I say, whatever you click on, let's go to the title over here. Again, you've got stuff you can change, and you've got these 3 different tabs here. So for instance, you could do a solid fill in the background, click down here, take it down a bit so you can see it. Maybe that's a little bit too light. So we'll go for something like, oh, I don't know, something like that. So you've got these three tabs here, crammed full of options, all of which refer to the format chart title. You know, if I click down here, that then talks about formatting this axis. You know, if you click on the background, you can format the chart area. So the chart area is currently white. If you wanted a different color, you could say, right, let's do a solid fill, and it'd look like that. So what you need to do is to basically get used to clicking on different areas of the chart, you know, the background, the actual columns in this case, the various axes, all the different elements, and then just go and experiment, see how you can format it. On top of all the stuff we just quickly looked at there, if I go to Insert, I'll go and just insert a basic chart. So I go for something like, I'll go for something simple like this. Once you've got your basic chart there, you've also got things like chart styles. So if I click on the down arrow here, I could click there or there, and with a few clicks of a button, radically more interesting from the boring chart we started off with. If I click on it again, remember once you've selected your chart, you've got your chart tools up here, you've got design elements here, and you've got formatting elements there. So if I click on design, if we wanted a different design, I could go for something like that, or like that, or maybe something like that, or maybe something like that. So again, a few clicks of a button, boring chart to more interesting chart. So again, I encourage you to basically go and create a few play around charts, just experiment. Select the chart, you've got your chart tools up here, and just click on design and then click on format, and just experiment with using some of these things. Maybe you want different colors. Maybe you like a red chart or a purple chart or a blue chart. You know, go and check these things out. You can add chart elements. So for instance, you can add access titles, chart titles, and so on and so forth. So if we move down here, you can see the effect. If we go to the access there, and maybe access title, you get something like that. So you can move the title from horizontal to vertical. The data labels, you can have none, or can you see there the values are actually displayed sort of in the center of the column, in this case halfway up. Outside end, data call out. I mean, it's endless the amount of variations you've got here. So don't put up with boring charts, you know, go for more interesting charts, but don't overdo it. You don't want something so complicated nobody actually understands it, including you. But don't go for just boring, ordinary charts. We can have something that looks a little bit more interesting. It's the old adage, you know, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and it's probably worth 1,000 numbers as well. So a chart will easily convey data. So you can look at that. That's kind of boring. Look at this. It's much more visual.